Are you stuck? What about unhappy? Join Alena Chapman, author, mentor, and life coach for 30-minute moments as she challenges you to get out of the doldrum and start living your life to the fullest. It's time to celebrate that life with 30-minute moments.
Welcome to 30-Minute Moments, and I'm your host, Alena Chapman. And as you know, this show is all about the ease and betterment in your life. And you know, as I was driving in today, I thought to myself, I had been talking to a friend yesterday, and when I was talking to this friend, my gosh, she kept mulling over a past event saying, well, you know, if I had said it this way, or if I had done it this way, or on and on and on. And I thought to myself, you know what? Stop punishing yourself. Stop punishing yourself. So you didn't answer in quite the right way that you wanted to. So you thought a negative thought. So you did something that wasn't just perfect. It's all right. Stop punishing yourself. And you know what? I just want to let you know that you are absolutely perfect, just as you are right now. You have the love inside you. You are the wonderful person or soul that gets excited when you see the ocean or the mountains or something that's new and exciting. You are a person who loves to be with their friends, who loves to hear maybe music or maybe just new experiences. You love to feel comfortable and just curl up. You are an incredible person who puts their foot down on the floor every morning and walks their journey. And all that stuff you do can be changed. All the habits can be changed. They're not you. But you are perfect. And with that, I have a guest you are going to love because I love her. I want to talk to Susanna Galland. All right? Now, who is she? Well, she is she's my new friend. She doesn't know that yet, but she is. She's been a long-term contributor to Goop. I don't know what that is, but she's going to tell us. And a contributor author to The Sex Issue. Ooh la la. Everything you've always wanted to know about sexuality, seduction, and desire. I'm there. She also writes her perspective and insights for Thrive Global, Harper's Bazaar, Huffington Post, Medium, and Cora Organics, and designated Vogue's intuitive life coach. Look at this. Don't you just love her already? She has also been featured in numerous high-profile publications, including Forbes, New York Magazine, Refinery 29, Vogue, Los Angeles Magazine, The Telegraph, USA Today, everything. And she's appeared on NBC's show, Today's Show, and a frequent guidance experience for CW's America's Next Top Model Guys and Girls. Amazing, isn't that? Now, before she went on this fabulous journey, she was in the career in theater and TV production. And she worked for acclaimed directors and playwrights like Steve Burkoff, as well as the BBC, ABC News, and MTV Europe. And with that, we're going to bring on Susanna. Hello, Susanna.
Hello. I love that I'm Unu's best friend.
Thank you very much. Oh, you are so welcome. All right, my dear. We are going to be talking about online dating, which I find so interesting. Now, online dating, I've done it, but I want to ask you, okay, is it necessary? Is that all we have left to do to kind of meet each other? And is it as bad as we all might think it is? A loaded question.
Yes, loaded question. So, look, first of all, there's nothing that can replace love. And the point of love is to have an open mind to be able to meet someone special, someone that you attract to you. So think of online dating as just one vehicle towards that. I think people get caught up, and even though online dating offers a tremendous amount of options, it can also lead to despair. So
Yes, I think so too.
yeah, I have a lot of people I work with who are so burnt out of online dating and so confused how to make it work. And they just about diminished themselves. In other words, they've felt they've been exploited or used. And
that's horrible.
yeah, for me, think of online dating like a job search. It's just a data place. You know, it's a place with data and an option to meet different people. But try and reframe it in your mind as, oh, I'm going to invest some time in this, and I'm going to look for desired results over a period of time. The same way you would go on LinkedIn, or you phone your resources and you go to meetings, rather than go, oh, my God, the only thing I could do is go online. So,
yes.
Because I think how we think affects how we attract.
Totally. In life. You know?
And so the people that don't use online often will say, like, to me, maybe not, I haven't dated for 8 years, or I haven't dated for a year, and I don't know what to do. But that's their belief system. That has nothing to do with whether you date online or whether you're willing to go out and socialize. So I like online dating, and the future is AI, artificial intelligence, and that's coming in more and more. But I think we should see it as, instead of a sort of love place, it's an investment to seek that, to see if we can find compatible people. So it's a very matter-of-fact, practical way of looking at specific sites and doing the research the same way you would with a company. You know,
yes, I do agree with that.
Or you're looking for a resource. I think what gets confusing is, and it's a pretty overwhelming data, is that 40 million Americans are using online dating. So when you hear that,
that's a lot. That's amazing.
Yes, and when you start to look into that and think, oh my God, 50% of the U.S. population is single, and so that's what's driving online dating. A lot of it is the millennials and the Z generations, and a lot of it is also divorced people or people who want a second or third time round opportunity. But that's because it's driven by so much, with an industry worth $3.5 billion. That's what's estimated in 2020. It's in their interest to drive it.
Yes, it is. Totally.
Don't be taken in, because you wouldn't be taken in for a job somewhere. Like, you know, let's say you have a career and somebody's driving you to, the next best career is in Silicon Valley.
Yes.
That's not going to influence you to go, I'm going to give up my career and go to Silicon Valley. You've really got to embrace your fears here. So I use it as an investment.
Yes, use it. And don't you feel, I mean, just like, let me make this, I want to make this question very clear, because it's an important question. I mean, you can get on that site and just start looking around, but I think people will feel that exposure, that being like a victim on it. I think to remove that is to really work on yourself. Well, the same thing as if you were going to meet somebody in the store, or you were going to meet somebody in the coffee shop. You have to, don't you want to offer them a whole person? Do you really want to bring all that baggage into the relationship? And isn't being a whole person, you don't ever feel like a victim. You know what I mean? Yeah,
well, I think what's happening, because there's so much hype and so much that drives, if you're not online dating, you're not trendy, you're never going to meet someone.
Ugh,
I think the
silly.
media has made people feel there's a futility. If I don't use online dating, I'll never meet anyone. And that's what you attract. That's what you'll manifest. But when it comes to you privately, before you step onto online dating, or if somebody's listening and they're working with online dating, you have to do your own work privately.
You do.
Don't bring your stuff online. If you've had a rough day, if you're feeling, or thoughts of betrayal are coming up, or you're working on it, say in your life, don't go online that night. Don't bring your stuff to the table. Yes. Remember, you're going on, it's an investment. Do not go on with, oh my God, what if I attract someone? What if I attract someone like my dad? or my ex? Or what if that happens again?
Oh my gosh.
Like that.
How funny we are.
No. And I think that's how they drive, that's how they get you. So if you're already stepping up and you're in that place, you've already lost before you started.
Yes. Yes, you have.
You wouldn't walk into a meeting, or you wouldn't walk into a room that way socially.
No.
So why approach it just because it's online and you've had a rough day? Don't go online that night.
Then don't go online. And go online when you feel like you just want to take a look. Don't take it so seriously.
Yeah, I think it's about take control, because in a world of artificial intelligence, and there's so much coming in the next 5 years, if you don't take control privately, you're down. You're not going to survive any kind of online or virtual experience.
No.
And online dating is just a place to broaden your social circle.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. It's a picture.
It's not a judge and jury.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not your parents.
We are speaking about online dating, and we're going to get a little bit deeper into this. We will be right back.
You're listening to 30-Minute Moments with Alena Chapman, helping you discover your true purpose on WOWO and at WOWO.com.
Welcome back to 30-Minute Moments, and I'm your host, Alena Chapman, and we're here with Susanna Galland, and we're talking about online dating and that world of online dating. Susanna, okay, so maybe you make it through that first part and you have all those contacts and you're trying to decide, but then you have the first meeting and everybody wants to meet right away, and that makes sense. They want to start forming relationships. Everybody's eager, but but it is a field of almost wanting perfection. And when you go for that first meeting, what's the best way for us to deal with that first meeting? Because it can be, for so many people, very nerve-wracking.
Right. So let's take a teeny pre-step before the first meeting.
Let's.
So I've noticed patterns that some people, they get on the phone, they spend a lot of time, they text or sext each other, because it evolves into that.
Yes, it does.
FaceTime, and it's sort of woo-woo fantasy, always amazing.
Yes.
And by the time they meet and they sit down, they have dinner or drinks or whatever it is, usually dinner or something, it can go south or things can go wrong. So I recommend, because you don't know who you're dealing with, and if you're working online and you have 40% of people using online, I like a pre-step where you speed date. Do you remember the speed dating when they used to have these speed dates years ago?
Yes.
And you like musical chairs. You spend 1 minute with someone,
yes,
or 2 minutes with someone. So I like to think of the first meet and greet with less phone time, less texts, get it out the way as soon as possible, because it's an investment. It's like a job interview. Do you like them? Do you not? You can assess that very, very, very first date.
You can.
How do they really look? Like, I went on a date with a guy I really liked. When I actually went to meet him, I promise you, he was a foot shorter. A foot. And I'm only 5'3". He was shorter than me.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And look, nothing against Shaw, and he made up, there was a mistake. It's the lies. I mean, that's a real blatant, obvious
Oh,
one.
how silly to lie. Like no one's going to figure it out.
You got to, I would do an hour drink or just over, have one drink so you're not sloshed and you're not...
Yes, don't get sloshed.
Excited and lusty and it goes off somewhere.
Yes.
And you're really cognitive. The key is you're really listening and you're asking questions. And it doesn't matter how funny you are or sexy you are.
Right.
You want to explore their profiles more. You want to really explore who they say they are. For instance, if they say in that first hour, because it says on their profile, I'm separated. I always encourage people to go very sweetly, oh, God, they've been separated, say, for 2 years.
Yeah.
You can say something like, oh, I bet arbitration was it rough? Because maybe you've been there before yourself.
Right.
And if they say, well, I haven't done arbitration yet, which means they haven't even entered their divorce.
Oh, wow.
And they
yes.
That's your clue.
That's a red flag right there. That's a red flag.
Bye.
And you can tell, can't you tell, when you're online and you see on their profile, they mention honesty. They want honesty all the way through. You can tell that, oh, maybe they were lied to and they haven't left that behind them. There are things they're bringing into the relationship too. Those are red flags.
Maybe, but I also think that you've got fathers, you've got daughters writing their profiles, you've got best friends making their friends go online.
That's true. That's true.
They're probably saying, use that word because when they entice you to go online, they're telling you how to emotionally brand yourself. This is all about emotional branding.
You know, I have a question for you, and this is a little bit more, but I think this is important, and I've done this, okay? And so see what you think. I really think it's important. I wanted to get past anything superficial. Whether he has blue eyes or green eyes, I don't care. Whether he is bald or not, that's his business. But the important stuff, like someone who has a generous heart, someone I can talk to totally and feel open. You know, I can tell him anything once the relationship gets going. Someone who, the 5 core things, so that when I go and I sit down, well, even if it's not online, if I go to coffee with a guy for the first time, I'm looking for some of these qualities that I feel deeply in my core is going to be the perfect person for me. Now, is that a good idea to have those? I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But I also think you want to be smart how you do it.
Okay, we need to explain that more.
What are your shared philosophies and values? Because sometimes you might have 5 core things. Honesty, loyalty, maybe someone who's a philanthropist, someone who's passionate about family, whatever the core. You can have very universal core things, and you can have 5 private things on how I'm made to feel.
Right.
It's just, think if you're attracted to someone, and your partner's might be a little reserved, you can be bold, and I recommend you do the 5 core things, whatever those things that have true meaning to you. For instance, if it's someone you want more authentic, or you want to feel open to be able to communicate with them, you can ask them about arbitration because you're looking for who's in front of you. Do I want to invest in you? The
brass tacks, basically.
Yeah, your first date's about, do I want to invest more time with you? That is a number 1 rule, rather than do you meet my criteria? Because
that's true.
You bring too much of yourself in. In other words, if you bring those 5 cores in the first date, that makes you needy to be validated.
Interesting. I like that.
The first hour, I recommend do your diligence. Do they look the same? Is their profile in sync? Make it short. one drink or coffee, whatever it is you want. And if you really get on, you're naturally going to have a second date. And that's when you bring that 5 core and you're careful about the fantasy, Facebook texting, sexting, all that.
Yeah, don't do that yet. Yeah, I love this. Oh, I hate to say that this section's over, folks, but I'll tell you what. We will be right back. This is 30-Minute Moments.
This is 30-Minute Moments with Alena Chapman, helping you find your inner self every Sunday on WOWO and at WOWO.com.
Welcome back to 30-Minute Moments. And everyone, hey, it's my favorite part of the show. It's the shift. And you know what this is. It's that pivotal aha moment that does something special in your life. And so, Susanna, what is your story?
So my story is when first of all, I love my aha moments. They're precious. And I've had a number.
Me too.
My story is when I first came to the U.S., I had come from a producing TV background, with some big companies. And I wasn't sure about what I wanted to do. And because I had a younger sister who had passed away, I had a lot of my life involved in compassion and empathy and really caring about my younger sister.
Sure, I understand.
I started to look at how I could help people. And I wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't enjoying it because I didn't know what to do with it. You see, because it's always very emotional. So if people don't know, in Laurel Canyon, in Los Angeles, there's this sort of long road of Laurel Canyon. And I was crossing over a zebra crossing and talking to the universe, the heavens, God, yelling, what am I going to do? Should I just go back into entertainment? I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how I can help people, and why should I do this? I've just been through this with my sister. And I'm walking across, and as I get 3/4 of the way across, and I'm completely oblivious, by the way, that I'm doing this, my left hand was guarding a little old lady hobbling and bent over. And I was just behind her so she couldn't see me doing it. And my right hand was out stopping all the traffic.
Wow.
And as I got 3/4 of the way across the zebra crossing, I thought, oh my God, who am I kidding? It's in my DNA.
Yes.
And that was my epiphany, my aha moment of, wow, you naturally do this. And I had authority. I held the entire traffic back to my right, and I had her gently covered without just behind her in case she fell.
Yeah, not being invasive, but just protecting.
And here I am, screaming up to the heavens in my mind.
How perfect.
Walking across, which is really not recommended, by the way. Having a go at someone up there for a change, negotiate.
Oh, fantastic. And how you took that, because you are a feeling person and you understand, you knew that was a sign of where you were supposed to go. And it takes being open to that. It really does.
My first response was, who are you kidding? Like you can't do this without helping. It's in your DNA.
I love this. And I love the topic that you are picking. You're helping people. I think relationships and people dealing with, especially sexual or that being okay, is one of the major things in our society. It's really an important issue because many people are not. Most damage comes in that area. Most misfunction comes in that area. Most misunderstanding. We think of it as voodoo. You're opening the doors on all that.
Exactly. And when it comes to falling in love, I think whether you're looking for love or not, don't stop working on it because it will come from anywhere. That's the point of law of attraction. If it has to come through online, it will. So,
and if you're online, it might just come through when you walk into the store. Don't close off one to be on the other. You
remember that's one vehicle. There's nothing like falling in love. It will just come to you any which way, and it'll come the right way.
And it will come the right way for you. Yes. That's exactly right. Just be you.
Yeah, I have a favorite quote I came across, written by, and it's unknown, which means we can all own it. And
I like that.
This quote's about sensory memory. And it says, a priceless moment is when the person you have fallen in love with looks you right in the eyes to tell you that they have fallen in love with you.
Oh, so, I love that.
Remember that. Soak it up. Go back, play the music. Remind yourself of the moments of falling in love, not the hell of how to get out of it.
Amen to that.
Open the heart.
Straight from the heart. And that's the vibration. She's right. That's the vibration. If you're in that vibration of what it's like to fall in love, then love will come. But if you're in the how I was hurt, how I was this, and how I had to get out, then that's what you're going to get.
You've got to work on yourself, which you understand, the 5 cores. And then I like the idea of 5 cores. But don't neglect your home, your bedroom, your clothes, your lingerie, whatever it is you want to do. Act as if. Soak it up with beautiful quotes and music. Remind yourself how it felt, because a lot of people walk around desensitized. They're just shut down.
Yes, they do.
So
it's sad.
They go, oh, I want to fall in love, but they're just not feeling it. They're coming in with so much fear.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. So, Susanna, if everyone wants to get hold of you in some way, how can they do so?
Well, they can connect with me on my website at SusannaGallant.com.
We'll put that below. Good. Yes. Yeah. That's nice. And I wanted to make it clear, too. It's Goop, and it's Gwyneth Paltrow's thing that you were on. I wanted to make that very clear. I missed that. I didn't know what that was at first. Fantastic.
And very quickly, they can get me on Facebook.com, Susanna Gallant, Instagram.com, Susanna Gallant, and Twitter.com.
Twitter. For everyone out there, she is a fantastic, warm person. And for all of you, like I said, you're perfect. So always remember to stay connected to that perfect person inside and to other people, and always to Source. Namaste.
This has been 30-Minute Moments featuring Alena Chapman. If you missed an episode, download it now at wowo.com.
Podcasts by Federated Media.